So early voting for the March primary begins in the suburbs next week, with Senator Dick Durbin retiring. The campaign to replace him in the U.S. Senate is heating up.
The first Democratic debate was a fiery one between two of the candidates. Our political reporter, Mary Ann Ahern, was there at the debate last night. She's here now with the takeaways and the one question about President Trump that prompted a very different answer from all of them.
Yes, it absolutely was very interesting. Raja Krishnamurthy, one of the Democratic candidates, he's the $25 million man. He has been running TV ads for 6 months. The other two Democrats on the debate stage came with far different strategies to stand out. Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton, she was swinging. Here's one of her attacks on Krishnamurthy, questioning what has he done in the past 10 years since he's been a member of Congress.
To be in Congress for a decade and only get 4 bills passed and signed into law, whether it's by a Republican president or a Democratic president, 4 bills. And do you know what those 4 bills are? To rename post offices.
I didn't just pass 4 bills. I actually passed the law that actually modernizes our nation's skills-based education system, providing higher quality skills-based education for 11 million people annually. I passed the law that provides mental health resources to healthcare professionals for the first time. I got 76 other bills signed into law.
The 4 bills Stratton is referring to are ones Krishnamurthy sponsored alone. That does not include the ones he has co-sponsored. Congresswoman Robin Kelly did not enter this fray, but did point out she has been the first one to call for Kristi Noem's impeachment. And since then, more than 150 members of Congress have signed on.
I have filed letters of impeachment against Kristi Noem, and I'm leading that fight.
That wasn't the only question tied to the Trump administration. There was also one to the candidates. If they could name one policy they agreed with President Trump on, here's what they said.
The one thing where I do agree with him is I think that we have to be concerned about our manufacturing workers and what's happening to them.
I do support their one little thing they were trying to do as far as wellness and exercise and eating properly and more preventative to keep us healthier.
There's nothing that I'm going to say today that I can think of that I agree with Donald Trump on. And what I will tell you is I'm not going to the United States Senate to find something to agree with Donald Trump on.
That was the first debate. There are 7 other Democrats running for the open Senate seat, and there are 6 Republicans that will be in the primary. We have several of their reactions to this first debate on our website, and of course you can check there. The early voting begins in the suburbs next week and in the city on February 12th.
Can't believe it's already happening.
It's already here.
But it's great to see them starting to talk about the issues.
You can compare the differences, compare and contrast.
All right.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Mary Ann.
Thanks, Mary Ann.